Hello Taurus, how are you guys doing today? Thank you for joining me on my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. We are going to be doing your monthly spreads now for the month of May. All right. I don't know about you all, but I am so excited to welcome May in. It's been a long April and the weather is starting to get better. I just feel like, yeah, everybody's in better spirits right now, so there's good energy around. When I was doing your pre-shuffle, Taurus, the Hierophant came out, so I did get your card, in fact, which is kind of funny. So we're just going to do a past, present, future spread and see what we can get for Taurus for the month of May. Do remember these are general readings, so not everything is going to resonate with all you viewers out there, and that's totally fine. I'm sure you well know, never try and force a message that isn't resonating with you on some terms. And sometimes it takes things some time to marinate, to make some sort of connection. So it's like a good movie. You want to walk away thinking about it, right? Even if it doesn't immediately click. So yes, general messages. What else do you need to know? Everything about what I'm doing, the cards, how to book a reading, etc. is going to be in the description box below. And yeah, we're going to get started for you guys. This channel's brand new. It's been up maybe a month, if even that. So please do like, share, subscribe if you like what you are seeing. And check out the social media. I am The Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. So without further ado, we are in Taurus season. What can we get for our Tauruses for the month of May? Oops. All right, for the month of May, for Taurus, please. For our friends, the Taurus, oops, almost dropped those. The Bulls, what can we get for Taurus? All right, we're gonna take those. They aren't quite jumping. The first one's dead. 2, 3. Oh wow, you got a lot. Okay. Let's see what comes of this. All right, so for Taurus, bottom of your deck is the Emperor, okay? So the card of Aries could potentially be a spread that has to do with finance and career. Doesn't have to be, though. You could be dealing with a fire sign. You may be taking on that fiery Aries energy that we're coming out of. So let's see, Taurus. In your past, you have the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. So lots of air energy here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like something was keeping you stuck, Taurus, in expressing your emotions. This Queen of Cups energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, water sign potentially. I'm not so much picking up that this was you. Now remember, the roles can always be reversed, take what resonates, but I'm feeling more so that this was you, Taurus. Maybe somebody was waiting on some sort of emotional reaction from you, an emotional response. I don't know if somebody asked you out, someone, asked you to be engaged to them, marriage, something. And it doesn't have to be something hugely dramatic, but there was some sort of emotional offering sent out to you that this person was like heavily applying pressure on. And waiting for you, waiting for your answer. And I mean, this was your energy in the past, Taurus. You were a little bit afraid. You didn't know what to do, what to say. And swords speak about communication. So I think you didn't know how to respond back. Whatever this message or offering that was being presented to you, which I think did come from a place of love, of some good emotion. Yeah, there was something about it that if you made a quick decision, if you made a wrong decision, you felt in your mind there would be consequences. So instead of making a decision, you just kind of stayed stuck. But that was giving you severe anxiety. And so the sort of mental entrapment, the Eight of Swords, it's all your own doing. You've put yourself in this position. And the way out of it typically is this water, right? That is floating there by dipping your toe into this water, this pool of intuition, of tapping into your own emotions. Excuse me. That's what's going to free this person. If she could take off the blindfold and see that these swords aren't necessarily real, it's something she's created in her head. If I'm stuck here, I can't move. Yeah, so definitely an uncomfortable position that I am feeling somebody put you in, Taurus. I don't think this was necessarily something you got yourself into, But by not reacting, you got yourself into this situation of just feeling uncomfortable, not wanting to say the wrong thing. But ultimately, we have 10 of Swords here. So again, more sword energy, or air energy, I should say. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is a Gemini card. Did I say Cancerian energy here? So I don't know if this is a romantic partner, Taurus. It could be a boss. It could be a therapist or a doctor that's asking you to explain more. And yeah, I'm just getting that I'm not so much sure it was secretive energy. Well, it may have been secretive energy, but again, it was like you were trying to look out for yourself and protect yourself, and rightfully so. But yeah, this 10 of Swords. I'm going to pull some clarifiers as we need them. I'm not going to clarify everything, but let's see. So this 10 of Swords, I'm getting that you didn't make a decision, Taurus. I don't think you made a decision, and ultimately it caused this kind of severe pain and anxiety, right? And this may have been something that has been going on for a really long time. The 10 of Swords speaks to time. It's not one sword in the back, it's several. Now, this could also be how this person is feeling if you didn't communicate anything back and they just expressed their undying love to you and it went unreciprocated, unrequited love. This could also be your person, potentially. So, clarifiers for this. Wow, you 10 of Swords clarified by the 10 of Swords. So, holy shit, that's 20 swords, guys. This was like a severe pain, severe depression, literally needing to just lie over and take it, so to say, right? It's almost like there's nothing that can be done to fix this. Yeah, and you also had the 3 of Swords, so again, heartache is frequently to do with our love, with our emotions, even though it is sword energy, which speaks to the mind, communication. You know, it's through the heart. It's of love. It's not good. Also, the Page of Cups. So the way this card is depicted, it's like someone was handed a cup and didn't know what to do with it. See how like immature and young they are? It's like you present them with something and they drop it immediately. They're like fumbling with the cup. It's like, so I mean, I am sort of sensing this is you, Taurus. Not to say that you're necessarily immature in the arena of love, but this particular, I want to say relationship, because of the 3 of Swords, there was some heartbreak on your person's end. And the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Love. She's the Queen of water, emotions. This depiction, which is the classic Rider-Waite depiction, kind of like the Bible, if you will, when you're learning tarot, she always looks so angry to me. I just think that's such a funny card. It's like she's scowling, looking down, and so especially because it's like the way these fall, it's like she's looking at this person. It's just like she's piercing you to make a decision. Are you going to offer love back? Are you going to make a commitment, Taurus? And this could literally be a commitment if it's not a relationship or romantic partnership. But yeah, ultimately, this, because it was clarified by the 10 of Swords, this could be both parties. It's like this person, by not getting the offer back from you, Taurus, felt like stabbed in the back. And because this person was applying all this pressure on you, know what it is? It feels like an ultimatum. I think that's what it was. It was like, are you going to do this or are you not? And ultimately you were like, well, I can't. Like, I physically can't. She believes that she physically can't in this card, right? So I do feel like there was a mutual, death of sorts, mental death. And again, because this page is just kind of fumbling, if this is you, Taurus, you weren't ready to receive this ultimatum, this offer, this, it may have just overwhelmed you, right? Pages are younger energies. So I mean, if it's the Queen of Cups handing off a cup to the page, it's not an equal match. There was something about this relationship where you just weren't ready. And again, the roles could be swapped. So, if it fits your story, run with it. If it's not, then that's totally fine. That's what I forgot to mention. If this isn't resonating, feel free to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, right? Because not every message is going to be for all you Tauruses out there, okay? Anyway, sorry, I just had to say that. I had to preface that. So to be honest, I think this page, whoever this is in the story, is the one who ultimately caused the heartbreak, and I don't think it was intentional. look at this person. Like, they didn't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. Like, they were so involved with trying to figure out what to do with this, like, new shiny object, even if it was kind of exciting for a second. Ultimately, it looks like this cup is just going to be fumbled and spilled on the ground. Spilled love, spilled emotions, right? It is a bit of a somber energy, I'm not going to lie. So let's jump into the present energy. So under this person who is having trouble communicating or moving forward, making a decision, the self-entrapment, right? We also have the 8 of Wands. So you have 2 8s. So eights are close to the 9. 9s are nearing completion, right? So this can typically be forward movement. It can be rapid communication. It can sometimes be travel. Now, Wands have to do with fire signs. So Aries, Leo, Sag. You might be dealing with a person like that, but not necessarily. So you potentially may have freed yourself from this entrapment, and I mean that would make sense if it was an ultimate 10. After 10s, it's like that's the end of the cycle. We can begin again. So it's like once this finally was put to rest, which is very odd because I don't think I'm not sensing that there was an official communication of no, I don't want to marry you, no, I don't want to date you, no, I'm not going to accept this offer. It was almost like because nothing was said, that made it worse. And so I don't know in your present if this is communication coming in. Let's see where this is going. So heart of your spread, center card is the King of Pentacles. So earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this is your card, Taurus. You are the King of Pentacles. So I mean, that's a great sign that you're coming up in the center heart of your spread. It's someone who's very stable. Someone who works very hard for what they've earned, for what they have. Someone who has a lot of self-respect and self-worth. It can be kind of a family man, but it's someone who's very responsible, very reliable, who takes a seed and grows it into a garden, who grows it into a great oak tree, right? It's solid, it's steady. So what's interesting though is this king falls under this queen. So it's almost like I'm absolutely sensing there was some sort of death or separation from this queen energy. And it's almost like you guys had to separate in order to come to a level playing field. Because before it was queen and page. Now it's queen and then you became or are the king, right? But they're different elemental suits. Now water and earth are a great pairing. They go together very well. But these are on different lines. So it's like in the past, that's what this person had to offer. They were looking at you. I'm not sure if they're in your present right now. So you have King of Pentacles, and then on the other side is healing. Now this healing card, card of Aquarius, by the way, this is the star. And I'm absolutely jumping to healing. This card can have a few different definitions, but because it falls under, I'm just going to call it the 20 of swords, right? That's pretty amazing. In just like an overwhelming sort of, wow, this was something very deep. Like these people look dead, do they not, right? And I'm not at all saying that this was a literal death, but emotionally, mentally, it was just something that built up and, it just is not lousy energy. So yeah, I would certainly think that some healing would need to come in and be in place here. And what's interesting is what I was saying is the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles, they're a pairing, right? The Queen and the King, the masculine and the feminine, but they're different elemental suits. It's water and earth. And what's interesting in the star card here, water represents our emotions. It can also be healing, intuition, etc. But love, right? This person is offering love not only to water, but to earth, right? There's a balancing here. So it's almost like this person is maybe the middleman between you and this person from the past. I don't know if that's going to land for all of you, but someone might be traveling to see you, Taurus. I feel like that's maybe what this is. Because I don't know how quickly someone could go from 10 of Swords energy, that the 20 of Swords mental death, to rapidly becoming, completely stable and okay. Unless liberating yourself from this person who was applying this heavy pressure ultimatum on you. Once that was gone, it was like, you know, I'm back in my power, but that seems to be a quick transition for me. You know, it's possible for some of you if it was that heavy and needed to be released. But, and I mean, this does speak to rapid change, but I feel like someone is coming in. Let's clarify this 8 of Wands here. Fire signs, card of Sagittarius. It could be communication, but we'll see. What can we get on this 8 of Wands for Taurus, please? Why is this 8 of Wands here for Taurus? Wow. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so you have a divine pairing here. Different suits, but a divine pairing nonetheless. And then you also have the Empress. Beautiful. So Taurus energy as well as Libra, and then Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. I do feel like this is someone coming in. It might literally be your mother. Maybe your mom's coming to visit you. And Mother's Day is coming up, right? Maybe it's something like that. The Empress card is representative of the nurturer, the feminine nurturer, abundant, creative, you know, growing the fruits of her labor. But yeah, she's very regal and majestic. You know, things come to her naturally. She's frequently shown out in nature, as is the Queen of Pentacles. So again, the feminine depiction of the king, or the feminine similarity, as I should say. Earth signs. Knows her worth, does the work. And even this Queen of Pentacles does look a little bit more crone-like. I don't know if it's a mother or a grandmother figure, or someone who you just find really nurturing, someone who, whether it's a male or female, doesn't matter, they have more feminine qualities in terms of, you know, they're more passive, they're more nurturing. They're less likely to be the dominant one, right, in the conversation. They're more the listener. They're receptive. It could even be your parents coming to visit. I don't know why I'm getting that, but just because there's two energies here that's following this rapid action towards you, Taurus. I'm going to say this is your center card. I do think this is you, or what you're working to be. Maybe you're trying to get back into that solid, steady energy for yourself. Yeah, but you have feminine energy coming in, and I think it's helping to heal you from whatever this was in the past. To be clear, I don't think this is your Queen of Cups. This feels like a new energy to me. This Empress, Queen of Pentacles, again, could be two different people, but screaming feminine energy. Yeah, someone's coming in to like nurture you, to help you grow, to help bring you back to your best. I think you're putting on a good front as the King of Pentacles, and I think you have done a lot of work to rebuild from this mental pain, this metaphorical 20 of Swords death, right, as we're calling it. But I do think these people, especially like feminine, like the female intuition, the way the water is running behind here, like cascading down, this person or these people, it could be your sisters, it could be your aunts, and it doesn't have to be female. I'm just really getting that. They sense that you're not completely healed, right? I think they know I think they probably know about this Queen of Cups energy, whoever this is in your past, and that it did do a lot of damage. It did. I think they maybe witnessed that, and they were waiting for the right time to step in and come into your aid, to your rescue. But Taurus, they probably know that you can be a bit stubborn, and so they were letting you, I don't want to say fight your own battles, but make up your mind, because ultimately the decision was yours on how to proceed with this person, but they knew that this is what was happening to you. But again, it's that mental entrapment. It's almost like if somebody went to come rescue you, you couldn't even see that they were there anyway because of that blindfold. So it's like this was a lesson or a situation you needed to go through for your own personal growth, Taurus. And yeah, now that kind of, I hate to say the damage has been done, right, with these swords, now these people are approaching and offering you some sympathy, but nurturing, some kind words, some love. They're cooking you dinner, they're wrapping a blanket around you and saying that they love you, that kind of thing. It very, again, motherly energy, whether it's a mother figure or not. They're helping kind of nurse you back to health here, is what I'm getting. What can we get on the Star card, please, for Taurus? What is the Star card about? It could be an Aquarian coming in as well. I mean, you have a lot of the signs are here. But I'm thinking that this is more you, like learning to heal. Taking care of yourself, focusing your energy on yourself. But yeah, and even again, like the idea that this was something you had to go through, a lesson, it was destined. That can be part of the meaning of the star card. It's like it was written in the stars that this was supposed to happen. It was a needed opportunity for growth, really, right? Anything else we need to know about the star card for Taurus? The Six of Cups. Okay. So yeah, there's like a return to what makes you happy. The Six of Cups kind of speaks to like nostalgia, the past, childhood, things that make you feel just, I always say, kind of warm and fuzzy inside. It's cups, right? It's love. And this is a very interesting depiction of the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is frequently shown with children. It's like a young boy and a young girl exchanging cups of flowers. It's just very like saccharine, sticky, sweet, just a beautiful, beautiful card. Here it's like this little old man. And sometimes I don't like this card. Sometimes that little old man comes off as like a creep to me, or like someone who's trying to take advantage of her, or just kind of like this icky little gnome type thing. I'm actually not getting that in this. It all depends on where these cards fall, right, and what's next to it. With this, again, I'm sensing like grandmother, grandfather energy. I don't know if people are coming to visit, if you're having some sort of like family barbecue or celebration, but yeah, it's just getting in touch with your family and those who make you feel loved, who nurture you. That's really, it's coming across a lot in your present energy. And yeah, I think because of whatever the heavy things that you went through, there is a need to just kind of take a breather, take some time to yourself. A lot of this reminds me of Mother's Day too, like setting the table with like bouquets of flowers, or yeah, maybe in taking care of yourself, you're also like making kind gestures towards the people in your life that you really love, that mean a lot to you, to show appreciation for those who have stood by your side through good times and bad. That's what it feels like, Taurus. So interestingly enough, in your future energy, you have the Empress again. You have a lot of doubles here. Very, very interesting. So the Empress came in with the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. Okay, so if you are, again, some sort of social gathering, it feels like there's family involved, but it could be friends, right? You're the King of Pentacles, metaphorically, right? I mean, it's literally your card, Taurus, but in this spread, you know, King of Pentacles energy is what you're desiring to come off as, or, you know, what's inside you, but I think you're still working up to it. You might be meeting the Queen of Pentacles here. But the thing is, this Queen of Pentacles is brought in because of the Empress, or vice versa. I'm saying divine pairing because you have the King and Queen of Pentacles, but the thing is, it's like you meet this Empress along with this group of people, potentially, whoever these people are in your life, Taurus. But in the future, it's like she comes in again, only this time she's on her own. So, interesting. I'm wondering if this is some sort of connection you make. It's like mutual friends, like friends of the family, and maybe there is some sort of connection you make there. And then you have the Four of Wands, so a solid foundation, upward growth, but it can sometimes be the marriage card, it can be the soulmate card, the 1111. There's some sort of happy celebration. Again, like, even if it's just like a backyard barbecue, there's some sort of happy celebration, and these two people are together, right? They're celebrating together. It could be like your grandmother introduces you to someone. Like, I don't know what the scenario would be, but yeah, it's like this older maternal energy. There's a couple different stories here too, though, because if for those who are not single, right, even though this seems to be more of like a singles love spread, is just what's jumping at me immediately. The king and the queen could be your husband, your wife, right? And again, there's an introduction of this empress into, I'm just calling it like the family party, this event. Something that makes you think back to your childhood. It could be like a childhood friend who like lives in your neighborhood and came by for the party, but then she presents herself again. Yeah, there's some sort of happiness and celebration with the Six of Cups. And then your last card here, you have the Six of Wands. Now, it did come out in reverse. So upright, it's a victory. It's marching through the parade, and everybody is just astounded looking up at you, kind of in awe. You know, people see you as very powerful. You've done something noteworthy that has caught the crowd's attention. So it's in reverse. So it might just be that because it did fall under the healing card, maybe you aren't, again, quite in that King of Pentacles energy and that you're having some self-doubt. Something in the past kind of shook your confidence a little bit, and so you're not marching triumphantly towards what you want. I think you're just looking at it, and I think this Empress is who you're looking at. And that's the thing about the Empress. She knows her worth, and the Empress doesn't go to anyone else. They come to her. That's just how it is. And it's not in a like a conceited sort of way. It's just, that's the natural order. It's like people pursue the Empress. She doesn't pursue them. So again, there is Taurus and Libra energy here. So this could be you, but more so I'm feeling, Taurus, that this is you. The way these cards are placed here, it's like, I'll have to reverse it so you can see what I'm seeing. It's like you, Taurus, want to come towards this Empress energy, whoever this is in your life, because I just feel like you see it as like a golden opportunity. You see yourself with this person. It doesn't always have to be in a romantic setting, but it's almost like there's some sort of rite of passage. It's like you have to go through this door under this kind of like holy wreath kind of, I don't know what it is, but like to get to this castle. I'm just getting rite of passage. You were destined to go through this archway to meet this Empress. This Empress could be a lot of things. It could be a job opportunity. It could be a new friend. It could be a romantic partnership, right? The thing is, she came up earlier though too. So this is not a brand new opportunity in your future. This is something or someone you're aware of. Maybe somebody mentioned it in passing, like, hey, do you know that Empress? Hey, have you heard about this Empress? Right? Whatever this is. And I think you, in the present, you're thinking about it. Am I a good match for whatever this is? And I don't know why this is, but in terms of like the divine pairing, right? If we're playing by the rule book, the King of Pentacles divine pairing is the Queen of Pentacles here, right? But something about this Empress opportunity is a better match for you than this Queen of Pentacles. And so if this the Queen of Pentacles is your grandmother a Capricorn, is your mother a Capricorn, is your father a Capricorn, like there's some wiggle room here of this divine pairing. It could just be mother and son for like the male Tauruses and the female, or I was gonna say the female mothers, the parents coming in. It's a divine pairing, but this doesn't feel romantic to me. It could just be friendship. Maybe that's your divine pairing, but this person is significant because they're bringing the Empress with them, okay? So just really think about that. If you have someone coming into your life during this period of healing, Taurus, they're bringing in some sort of golden opportunity, and it may not even be intentional. It's not like they're plotting like, oh, I'm going to introduce this person, and they're not trying to play Cupid per se, but it almost feels like that's what happens. So yeah, even though you are in healing mode, if you are in a good place emotionally, but you're ready to kind of get back out there, I would encourage you to go to some social events, because there may be some like mingling with people who, again, just golden opportunities. This Empress has something to offer. The Empress has a lot to offer, right? She's creativity, she's abundance, she's Mother Nature, right? This could work the opposite way. Your mother could be bringing in the Queen of Pentacles, right? I'm going to let that go, but you get what I'm saying, right? Something about this Empress has something great to offer you, Taurus. And yeah, it's just walking through this archway. It's, again, how I was saying, you were destined to go through this lesson to heal. I'm not too worried that the Victory card, the Six of Wands, and again, Wands, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if that means anything to you. I'm not terribly concerned that this is in the reverse because it is clarified by death. These kind of came out together. So you're obviously going through a huge transformation, Taurus. Like, yeah, you would need the Death card here to transform into the next thing, right? And so, yeah. So after death, we have the card of Temperance, right? You go 13 to 14, and Temperance, again, has to do with that balancing, that mixing of cups, that blending. Could be blending of people. Now, it does speak to self-love, to self-healing. Again, kind of like, it's similar to the Star. It's actually very similar to the Star. But yeah, there's a need for you to heal on your own, and when you are ready to, something about your family or a very close childhood friend brings in some sort of external opportunity to you. And yet you are lacking a little bit of self-confidence to go for it. You're questioning if you have the strength, maybe. But you're a different person now, Taurus. That's what death is saying here. You're a completely different person than you were back in this energy. This is a person who doesn't take risks, who doesn't go for new opportunities because they're so stuck in their head they can't. Now in the upright, this person absolutely goes for opportunities. You know, before the Six of Wands, you have the Five of Wands. You have conflict. It's messy, and it's just people being immature and dumb. And there's a need to move forward confidently and enthusiastically with wands, passionately. So you're very capable of this. And it's like this garland, this wreath that this person's carrying. It's similar to this energy. So it could even be you going through this, again, just calling it rite of passage, because that's what it's calling out to me. And it's like you've made it through to the other side, and you've brought part of this journey with you. I hope I'm not losing you guys. It's delayed, or you're lacking a little bit of the confidence right now that it's going to take to go through this. But once you go through this golden archway, this thing, that's when you completely transform. That's when this transformation, this lesson has been like realized. It has like come fully into fruition. I want to pull another card on this Empress, because I keep going back and forth. It could be you, Taurus, but it could be that this introduction of the Empress energy that's being brought in by this Queen of Pentacles, so to say, it may be an opportunity that allows you to become the Empress, Taurus, in which case that would make sense that, you know, you're going through this archway and coming out victorious, and you've transformed. I was about to say transitioned. Maybe that'll resonate for some of you, someone who's gone through a transition. They're headed in different directions, though, here, right? They're both kind of like this kind of knight energy, if you will, right? Knights riding on horses, bringing movement and change into our life. But here it's like they're going in different directions, completely different color tones, too. So it's like you, Taurus, are not completely sure where to go from here. I think you have ideas. I think you have desires and inclinations of where you want to go. But because, you know, this energy, this of healing is so new, it's almost like someone presents you with happiness, with opportunity, with love, and you kind of don't know what to do with it, but it's not this, just to be clear. Because this person is not making you feel pressured. They're not giving you an ultimatum. It's almost like they're just offering you this token. It's like, oh, I'm just going to leave it here, like, if you want it. But, you know, like, it's that kind of, like, it's not intimidating, but it's almost, in your head, Taurus, it's like it's almost too good to be true. And that's, yeah, this speaks to me of not being confident in the moment. And I don't think that's going to be a lasting energy, but what can we get for the Empress, please? For Taurus's spread here, what can we get for the Empress? The Five of Wands. I was just saying, so once you come out of the Five of Wands energy, Taurus, you get to the Six of Wands, which is that victory. You've made it through all the garbage, all the trash, all of the, you know, petty arguments, competition, people. It's just like, it's immature, dumb energy. But it's like once you make it through, there's something about that conflict or making it past. Well, hold on. I don't want to speak too soon. Okay. There's something about this Empress, this opportunity that was presented in the present, right? It comes back in your future, but you have to fight to get to it. That's what it is. And that's why this is delayed, because you're not in the Six of Wands energy yet. You're not in that victory march through the parade. Like, look what I've accomplished. That's coming. But you have to make it through this bullshit first. Get your Empress, whatever this golden opportunity is, then you come out on the other end, right? Okay. So yeah, again, this Empress, they're not really telling me exactly who or what this is, which is fine. But ultimately, it feels like a test. It feels like a test, Taurus. You have to get through a little bit of nasty energy, some competition. And, like, it's not that bad. Look, these people are smiling, right? It's like playful fights that escalated into something that was just like, oh, like, we're really going to take it here. Again, there's, like, an immatureness to it. So you're going to get through this conflict fine. And really great opportunities await you, Taurus, when you do. You had the Star on the bottom of the deck again. So again, encouraging you to heal and take your own time. Go at your own speed. I'm going to pull one more because I'm curious. I need to know what this Four of Wands is about. Can we clarify the Four of Wands for Taurus, please? What is this Four of Wands energy about that's coming up for Taurus? In their future with the Empress. Come on. The Six of Wands. Again. Same card in the upright. Clarifying victory regarding this. It could be a soulmate connection, right? It can be. I don't always want to go there, right? You know, if it's not a love spread, I'm not going to lie to you and say that it is. But it could be. It could be. There's a lot of, like, divine pairing and... Yeah, it feels like there could be love here, but in any scenario, right? Like I was saying, it was divinely guided. It was written in the stars. You were meant to go through this gate, to pass through this test. To pass through this archway of opportunity. I know that sounds so cheesy, but that's what it is. And what's funny, Taurus, is like, once you make it through and you're doing that kind of like victory dance, that victory march, right? All these people who were kind of getting in the way and maybe naysayers who were doubting you, who were making you feel like you didn't have enough confidence or whatever to go through it. This could just be internal conflict, right? This could be what's going on inside of your head, Taurus, possibly. It's like you're beating yourself up. All those people, metaphorically, start to follow your lead, Taurus, once you go through this and go after opportunities that are being presented to you. Okay? It's actually really positive. It's a great spread. All right, so bottom of your deck, Nine of Cups. Beautiful. So this is like your wish fulfillment. Again, it shows a pairing here. The Nine of Cups doesn't always show a couple. It does here. Water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. You had a lot of wand energy at the... You do have a lot of wand energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, potentially for you, Taurus. I am going to pull you an oracle card. These are brand new to me. I've seen other readers use them, and I just think they're adorable. So, just feels like in the season of Taurus, we're gonna do spirit animal cards. What can we get for Taurus, please? What card can go along with this reading that we've done for Taurus here? This one. Oop, you got a lot, but we'll take this one. Owl Spirit. You see clearly now. Aww. You see clearly now. This is in your past. Now it's like, not only do you see clearly, but I'm getting that, like, all eyes are on you. It reminds me of that song, I Can See Clearly Now the Rain Is Gone. This was the rain for you, Taurus. These were darker days, but It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I'm just gonna quote all the lyrics to that song, but that's what this is. Taurus, I kind of love it. I'm gonna say it. You have been through some battles, but you've come out on the other side, and yeah, as long as you do the work, if you do the healing, take time for you, this is all gonna come together for you, Taurus. It feels really great. All right, thanks for tuning in, Taurus. I hope you enjoyed that. Happy birthday to all you Taurians out there. If you enjoyed this reading, please do like, share, subscribe. Channel's brand new. I would love your support. If you want to leave a comment, that's great. If you want to share with your friends, even better. Social media channels, brand new as well. They could use some likes, I'm not going to lie. I am the Intuitive Teacup on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, check some of the other readings I've posted, your sun, moon, and rising. And I will catch you beautiful Tauruses later. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.